We're making roasted root vegetables, and you can pair these with any dish. They're fun because there's just a variety of colors and textures and flavors. Hopefully get your kids excited to eat vegetables because it looks fun when it's all assembled. It's a nice low-carb, healthy dish. I'm just peeling and chopping parsnips.
And you're going to cut those in about 1-inch pieces, I think, is what we're looking at.
Exactly.
Now I'm going to put together some olive oil, some herbs, and some garlic, and I'm going to put those in the bowl. We're going to put all our 1-inch slices in the bowl, and then we're going to stir those around and get them on the roasting pan.
And I just used 2 large parsnips for this recipe.
Now you usually use about 1 clove per teaspoon. It seems like when you mince it, that's about what you get, is about a teaspoon.
This is also kind of an easy way to get your kids to try new vegetables. There's some that they're probably more familiar with, like carrots, and then some that maybe they wouldn't try on their own, such as beets and parsnips, and so you can kind of sneak them in there. We're going to use a large red onion. And with the onion, we're just going to cut it into quarters, peel it, of course, and actually take the core out. And after that, you can literally just cut it in half and throw it in with the other vegetables.
So we're going to use 2 tablespoons of olive oil, which is going to go in with the minced garlic and the vegetables that Jackie's already doing. So we'll do that 1, 2 tablespoons, and then 2 teaspoons of dried thyme. So we'll get that going in there, and then as we chop up the vegetables, we'll keep adding that to that bowl, and we'll give it a good stir when we're done.
I'm going to dice up this butternut squash. It's about a 2-pound squash. This can be a little bit hard at first to cut into. Might need someone to help you out if you're having a hard time. You can kind of see that beautiful color inside. You just want to take a spoon and scoop out the seeds from the inside.
She did a quick peel on the beet as well. Cut that into cubes. And all of these are going to cook about the same time, and so that's why it's important to keep your cuts and your cubes about the same size so they cook evenly.
I'm just going to cut the outside off of the squash just to make it a little bit easier to dice. Again, being careful.
really sweet. Added a whole other flavor to the vegetables.
You can kind of see once you get the squash kind of cut up, it looks a lot more appealing to a small child than if you gave them a big piece of squash. So a lot of times, you can, like I said, get your kids to eat things based on how you present them.
All right, so I think that should be all of our vegetables in here. So we've got beets, we have the butternut squash, we have the onions, the garlic, the olive oil, the parsnips, the thyme. Am I missing anything? Carrots.
Carrots.
Carrots is the last thing that we put in. So try to get that oil kind of dispersed around, and then we'll get it on the sheet and put it in the oven to roast.
Our oven is preheated already to 425. We can just take these and spread them out nice and even on any kind of baking sheet.
So as you can see, this makes a really colorful, really nice presenting dish. You know, so if you're cooking for family or for friends, this looks really good and tastes really good. Use my fingers a little bit just to get this spread out. And we'll get that in the oven at 425. How long are we cooking this for?
About 45 minutes. So the beets and the squash take a bit. So.
All right, so it's been about 45 minutes. We're gonna pull our roasted vegetables out. Roasted vegetables. And they look really good. I don't know if you guys can take a look at that, but they're beautiful. It's a beautiful dish. We'll pull some of these off and get them plated. This is a good side dish. It's a good meal. You can see all those chard marks on there. That's going to give you a lot of flavor. There's some of that vegetable sugars are crystallized, caramelized, I guess. Take a look at that.